And a massive shout out to Watcher of Realms for giving me the opportunity to showcase a new game that has a lot of exciting things to try out here coming up for the holiday season. And you can try it out completely free of charge using either the QR code that'll pop up on the screen or the links that I'll provide for you down below. And right now is actually a great time to get into Watcher of Realms because they have a ton of exciting stuff coming for the holiday season. A whole new faction called the Supreme Arbiters, which look amazing, a whole new boss rush mode, a festive themed champion, tons of amazing holiday login rewards that you get automatically, and a free legendary hero for just participating in events. And they are going to be hosting an Ultimate Showdown event where you can participate on the side of your favorite content creators and then see which side prevails. And I'm over on the right side on a Team Supreme here with some of the guys that I've played Diablo with for many years. We've got DM, Darth Microtransaction, Echo, and then also Veiled Shot. And Watcher of Realms is a game that I've been playing a lot just on my own here with a lot of my friends in the Fateless team that I'm in. And when I went to TwitchCon, you can see here I'm on my main account and the different champions that I have acquired and developed right here on my hero selection screen. But when I was at TwitchCon, I was hanging out with some of the guys there, the different content creators that I know, and we were having a lot of fun ripping shards together there, competing with each other and seeing who would get better pulls and all of that. So it was really fun to be able to do summons in person with some of our friends, and we were doing that with Watcher of Realms.
Oh, no, that's okay.
That's all right.
That's all right.
It's okay. He's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, it needs to get warmed up real quick.
Just keep it rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Yep.
Oh, what was going on?
Oh, two, okay, two at least.
Oh, death, okay.
I don't think I'll be last
Okay.
with two of them, but I got one big one, right?
Yeah,
It's the worst thing.
And in terms of mobile games that Diablo type PC players would be interested in trying out and would maybe feel at home aesthetic wise, I think Watcher of Realms is one of the few that's going to strike that chord because a lot of these champions, they look like they could be in a game like Diablo 4. You've got right here with Arrogance and then also Zelitu. And if you go through the different champions right here, you've got like kind of a demon hunter type look right here, and you've got a little bit more of a dark fantasy style in Watcher of Realms compared to what you're usually going to see out of mobile games that are more cartoony or bright colors and all sorts of stuff going on that wouldn't really be in the same vein as the Diablo universe. And also this super cool, amazing champion right here, Volca, the Blood Mother. This is a legendary champion that you're going to have some different quests and missions that you can complete as a new player to embark on adding Volca to your account there just by playing the game. And if we go under the abilities tab here for Volca, talk about a progression ability. We've got a passive right here where each basic attack launched by the hero is going to restore 5% HP, and each basic attack launched by allies is going to restore 1% HP. So talk about constant, consistent healing here right on a passive. And in terms of the champion roster, there's so many other cool things going on. Like right here, I've never really seen this feature in games, but you can flip this to be vertical and get a more full head-to-toe view of your champion instead of the zoomed in right here on default. And then also, they've got this little play icon down here, and these videos are going to be little cutscenes that play for certain legendary heroes, which means it's super exciting when you acquire them, you summon them, you get them on your account, you get a special cutscene animation for some of them, and look how amazing this looks. There's not very many mobile games that are doing these special animated cutscenes for different champions in the game when you acquire them. And what's cool about Watcher of Realms is they've got a lot more depth to the gameplay. So when you're on the battlefield right here, I'm not going to be playing optimally, I'm just going to kind of show you what's happening. The enemies are going to be walking towards getting to those blue circles, and you have to prevent that. So you have to drop like tanks and melee heroes to block the path. Then you have to drop healers to support your melee heroes and keep them together. Then you have to drop your AoE DPS, your single target DPS, and that's what all of those icons denote at the top right of their little avatar right there, and it helps you kind of understand the roles of each, and they're all equally important. So what I would be doing is dropping a tank, see how I can drop this tank right here and block their path so they can't get through to get to the circle they're trying to get to. I can prevent that by dropping a tank. And then as I acquire more points, I can now drop a DPS right here to take them down, and you can place these on different tiles. Like your melees go on the ground and your ranged champions go up on those tiles. So once you get an optimal strategy, you can auto battle, but when you're playing through the game, it's kind of fun to have that strategic depth and have different champions with different roles and have many different things be important with many different ways to play based on the champions you have on your roster. Which is nice, because you know how most mobile games are just kind of like you hit auto and you let it happen, but Watcher strikes a good in between where there's some actual manual strategy, but then you can also, when you've done it a few times, you can auto a stage and have that element of it as well. And I can showcase that for you by doing a gear raid right here. If I click on auto fight, now when I hit start, what it's going to do is replicate the strategy that I developed, and it's going to place them on the battlefield. You see right now, I'm not doing anything. It's automatically placing my champions in the way that I wanted it to happen. So now I can farm on auto with the team that I manually strategically set up. So you get both those elements, like I said. So this stuff right here isn't just an auto run where I put in champions in a slot and then they complete the stage. I actually had to set up this team, build the right heroes, pick the right heroes, and then strategically place them in the right timing and the right location on the map, and then I get to see that manifest into a strategy that is successful within the game. And if you want to see what the summoning looks like, you've got your two different types right here, but then you also have hero fusions you can work towards. But I can show you just kind of like a normal base summon and what that's going to look like here. You got your animation where you're doing your summon, and then boom, you get the excitement of what champion you're going to get. Now, if you get a legendary and one that has a special cutscene, it'll go right into this special video. So when you do get those champions, it's a very hyped up moment where sometimes you're going to get one of those special animated cutscenes. And then another thing that I always like to bring up when I'm talking about Watcher of Realms is finally a mobile game put out a good player profile where you've got cool things like a hero showcase where you can showcase right on your profile some of your favorite heroes that you've built up and what they're wearing. And then you also have different sections in here where it breaks down your achievements in different areas of the game and how well you're doing, where you can kind of look at that in one overall page. Usually mobile games really mess this up, but Watcher of Realms has a very nice achievement system and a player profile. And they also do a really good job of constantly giving you things for free just for doing things like signing in. You can see here that this lasts forever. Like, this is the rewards I got for playing 1 through 30 every single day. 31 through 60, 61 to 90, it just keeps on going all the way up to day 180 plus. So the daily login rewards will always be there for you, and they even give you things like free summoning crystals. So a big thank you to Watcher of Realms for giving me the opportunity to showcase this new game for you, and you can try it out for free. I'm going to put the QR code on the screen and then also all of the links you'll need down below to check it out over there on your end. So I appreciate all of you. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Peace.